Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to be looking at Bmnr stock, a stock which we've been paying a lot of attention to over the past couple of weeks. And just look at that chart and it becomes absolutely clear as to why. You are seeing this stock really see massive runs. From the lows of what we saw in the last couple of weeks, all the way up to the highs, we were up by 77.84%. And over the past 1 month period, we are still up by 31%. With the past 6 months being even more green, again low to highs, we are seeing this one up in excess of 2,900%, and again, even compared to now, 946. The question on a lot of people's minds may be, where do we go from here? And as I always say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, so do make sure to do your own research and make up your own opinions. But today, I'll be sharing with you my thoughts based on what I am currently seeing. Now, if you do enjoy the sound of that, please do leave a like and subscribe. We might as well jump straight in, and I'm going to do this over here. Now, a few things stand out to me today when we look at the charts for this stock, and this is one that I've been paying attention to for quite some time. There's been a few levels historically that we've been looking for to hold up, and I'll explain why. So one key level of support that we've been looking for really to hold is, and arguably has been, this level down here, which we're going to call roughly 46.87, 46.90. Seen two bounces off this historically, actually another one here. Again, this worked as a support here, this worked as a support here, and here as well. We, at the moment, haven't been able to see this one hold up. We're dropping slightly below it. A rise above this into the next couple of the days would be a important thing to see if we are going to see some straight upwards momentum. However, again, a break below that and a consistent downtrend with very few green days does beg the question of where we go from here. And that brings us on to the potential downside for this one. Again, based on my opinions, based on historical supports, I'm looking at a level somewhere between 42.25 and potentially all the way down to 40 or even 38, right? I think that's absolutely possible. All through this range, we found supports here, here, here as well, with the strongest one historically being at 38.75. Do I think it's likely that we're going to drop to this? Honestly, as time goes on, I think the possibility does grow. We're seeing a consistent trend of lower highs and lower lows. Yes, we do see these upticks. And the thing is, guys, the stock does long-term have some potential, and we'll look at the bullish side, the bullish case in a minute. However, again, we're seeing lower highs and lower lows at the same time, general downtrend going on over here, and it's about seeing if we are able to now hold on to these next levels. Again, if this level here, which is again around 46.87, if that isn't able to go back up to and hold on. So if we're not able to hit that, if we're not able to stay above that, every possibility in my mind that 40 to 38 is coming. What we really want to remain above is also going to be $30 at the very low end, right? However, there is still some potential with this stock, and that's something which we should pay attention to. Now, on the last couple of days, the actual trend of the downtrend is somewhat slowing. Again, you see that curve slowly starting to pan out. There is a slight possibility that we could bounce off of 39 again, with this slow trend continuing, maybe a little bit of an uptick here and there, but bounce off 39 somewhere in that range and start to bounce back. Again, not necessarily yet a bearish sign, but if I had to make my personal opinions on this one, there are some bull cases to be made. However, I think right now there's that likelihood that we're at least going to hit levels as low as 44, levels as low as 41 potentially. That's just my opinion. Now, on the opposite side, if we are able to move up, again, we're going to want to remain above the levels that I've previously mentioned. Next levels to break above are going to be at $51, level that we've struggled at here and here, not really able to break above it. Then we're going to want to break above 54 before going on to 57.50. And then, of course, you're looking at highs or higher levels, which could take us all the way up to $67, $68. All of that is potentially to come in the next couple of days. However, if I had to make my opinions on it, guys, I'd be waiting out, right? I'd be waiting out. I think whilst there is some opportunity here potentially in the midterm, I think in the short term, I haven't yet seen the validity to necessarily confirm the likelihood of any uptrend yet. Whilst the trend to the downside is slowing, it's not slowed enough for me to have full confidence in it right now. And I'd like to see that a bit more before I was to personally suggest or imply, in my opinion, that this one is going to likely go back up. I think there's a high likelihood that we're going to see a little bit more downside. Just my opinion. You guys may agree, you may disagree. That's of course up for you to suggest. Again, it's not my intention in these videos to give you necessarily a direction, just the levels that I am looking for both up and down, so that perhaps you can go on to make your own opinions based on that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you again. Goodbye for now.